Hi.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How do you like San Francisco?
I got here about an hour ago, but it's one of my favorite cities.
I love it. I've been here
What's
since
not
Friday.
I literally was in the car going, why am I just coming up for the day?
I've been in town since Friday. Yeah, I took advantage. I thought, wow, San Fran, I don't ever really get to come out here. So did a little shopping, a little sightseeing.
They got the week off last week. So
Oh, yeah. It's been pretty great. Promoting the show, though. Promoting. Wednesday, 9:30, after American Idol. Come on, April 6th, that's right.
How do you like the con experience?
Yeah.
I've done Comic-Con. I've not done WonderCon, which from what I hear, fantastic. Driver on the way here was telling me that it was just streets were packed yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So you couldn't get down the block 20 minutes to go one block. So that's great.
It's really exciting to see people in all of their different costumes and how dedicated they really are. I mean, they're just really, really great fans. So hopefully they'll watch the show and we'll build a fan base, and that's the ultimate goal. But I've done Comic-Con once before for this movie I did called The Unborn, much different than this. Much different. But yeah, it's such a wild thing. It's a little bit of an adrenaline rush when you're on the floor and you see all these people and there's just crowds, and there's some really great things to buy too, selfishly.
And it's great also because Adam Goldberg, who created this is his world.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
So much of what's going on the floor down here is parallel in this show. You have Cash, who is the biggest Star Wars geek you could possibly imagine, actually having made a shot-by-shot remake of the first 3 Star Wars movies for his entire life, and it comes down to now he can't find somebody to kiss him in the Princess Leia scene. So we actually went and recreated all of that, and the hair and makeup is fantastic, and we have shots of him when he was a little kid making the movie to sort of finishing it now as a grown-up. Christian is a huge Star Trek fanatic, and there's actually in Oz's office, which a Star Trek chair, which is actually Christian's Star Trek chair.
His own personal
chair. His own
chair.
Captain Kirk Star Trek chair.
Yeah.
So we have that, and we actually shoot an episode at Comic-Con, which we recreated on the Sony lot when we do an episode where the team has to protect the DVD for Goonies 2, The Return of Sloth. So this is a world that's really familiar to all of us, and it's a world that we really love, and that you're going to see a lot of in our show.
So, can you give us brief descriptions of your characters and what you guys do in the
Yes, so I play Melanie Garcia, and she's the only girl on the team. She's the team's lockpicker and safecracker, and I just love that she's not just that girl that's been thrown in there to, like, oh, she's the pretty girl. She's she actually has her place, and she's really a guy's girl, and she connects to, it's her family. That team is her family, and that's all she really knows, and they have such a great dynamic together. They're on the, in the office they have a great dynamic, but then when you're on, the field, when you're doing all the action, everybody just works, to get the job done, which is great, and she's the first one in. She's got to pick that lock, open that safe. So she really is a big part of what makes it all happen.
She's also the center of a big love triangle in the show. Cameron's character, who sort of Brett Harrison comes into the office, he's new, and finds himself having a huge crush on Melanie, who unfortunately has a boyfriend who is the biggest
douchebag ever.
But he's the greatest boy. It's actually Michael Rosenbaum, who played Lex Luthor, and he is the biggest douche you've ever seen, but he's also the most kind-hearted boyfriend you could possibly imagine, doing these grand romantic gestures. So
you can't help but love him, and then you realize why Melanie is with a guy like that. He's adventurous and he's spontaneous, and every single time he proves that why they should be together. But then you have Cameron on the side saying, God, why can't it be me? Like, I'm here, but he's got to prove himself as well. There may be a little bit of a love triangle. So yeah, you just have to tune in and see what happens. Is it hard to find? One more time.
Hard to find that don't cast you as bait or sex pot strictly like this one. It seems like you're really,
Yeah.
really glad to find something where you're
which is hanging from a rope 40 feet above the
Yeah,
set.
exactly.
You never gotta think of her as big at that point.
Right.
a lot of scenes like that where you
I read so much that really is just about bait or the girl being the victim or, there's just so much of that. And listen, sometimes it works and that's totally fine, but I really love acting and I really that's really what I love to do. So to find a role like this is really special and it doesn't happen very often. And I get to really get down and dirty. And the comedy aspect is, comedy kicks my ass every single day, but when I fear something, it's something that I know I should go for. And it's really the best, it's the most creative process. We're being thrown alt lines here and there, and we're just like, you're just always on. You're always on. So it's exciting, and I think we've got a really great show.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. I know. Newlywed. I know. That doesn't suck.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.